Boom! We are back. Back, y'all.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Coffee
So,
ball.
everyone gets back together. KT is wearing a colander.
That's a new look.
That's an interesting fashion accessory.
It is a high-tech looking colander. So it doesn't really look like a colander, but she's wearing a metal band brace thing.
I look behind her. How many people have rushed into stores to get colanders?
So that is awful.
Wow. So, what's with the colander?
Colander's the new headband.
What's with the colander?
It blocks all the evil thoughts.
I should have tried that.
You having a lot of evil thoughts?
Hmm? No, I designate all those to my other. Yeah, never mind.
I was still asking KT,
Saber.
but now I'm asking you.
Saber. Saber. Oh, what the?
What?
Do you ever just think about our team sometimes? I'm worried.
I'm
Just in
just
general.
This is all part of being a team of teenagers.
Okay. Okay.
It's all part of being a team of teenagers. It's all part of being a team of teenagers.
Krusty is coming.
Do you have a lot of evil thoughts, KT?
KT.
They're not my thoughts. They're other people's evil thoughts.
You're hearing thoughts from other people?
By
I'm
the
hearing
way-
something.
KT's YouTube feed is
Not
blank.
anymore.
She is completely off social
Is that why
media.
you're completely offline?
Could be.
I tweet out an update to make sure everyone knows KT's okay.
Where'd you get that from?
Professor Ted built it.
Ah. Okay.
From stuff he had laying around his kitchen?
From
Can I take a look at it?
From I don't know.
I made this out of a toaster. Can I take a look at it as much as I can without removing it. Just try to get an idea of what exactly he is doing.
In the meantime,
It's basically blocking out. It's generating enough field. It's blocking out cellular and wireless communications.
Okay.
It's a Faraday cage for your head.
Yes. But it does look like a tiara, so now she's a princess.
oh nice.
Just my other
Nice.
princess she always wanted to be.
She's cyber demon princess.
Now she's Princess Power.
Though on a whim, you decide to look up the design and realize Dr. Ted is actually selling those online for $50.
Wow. Wow. It doesn't actually do anything.
The power was inside you all along.
Right, it was a placebo effect. Sorry, Katie. It's all about your mentor making money.
I'll see what I can do about building something that blocks the frequency, the bad sub-frequency.
But I don't
can
know
help
that
with
it's
that.
bad.
It turns people's
It's turning
eyes
people's
black.
eyes black, and it makes them stop moving at all. I'm gonna call that bad.
But it wants help.
How
Doesn't
do you
it?
know?
Is that helping by enslaving people?
Because it said it needs help.
It does need help. Into your head.
Okay.
Maybe there's something else that needs help, but I don't know if it's this.
It will
Okay.
kill us all.
Well, you guys will work on that. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Well, enough
To
us.
continue to investigate.
I think we should go in your basement and remove all your crypto mining equipment and mine our own cryptocurrency back at it.
What does cryptocurrency have to do
I don't know
with
what
this?
you just said, but I'm all for it.
I don't know what I just said either. I don't really
How does she know
understand
about our
blockchain.
How does
Does,
she know about our cryptocurrency?
does anyone want to explain what cryptocurrency has to do with the game at the moment?
There is a sentient cryptocurrency that is trying to escape the servers in the Murano's basement.
That is accurate.
Right.
Why don't you just blow up the servers?
Because it's sentient?
It's evil.
It's not evil. It just wants out.
So why don't we just let it out then?
Because we don't know what it's going to do. And also,
Well,
no one knows about that.
Why don't we go talk to it?
Some of that's already been done.
And
Again, no one knows about this. And my dad and my sister are convinced that we should let it out. So
I thought they were convinced that you shouldn't.
no, I said they aren't convinced that we should let it
Oh,
out. So
Anyway, I'm going to go do some investigation, Chris. And by investigation, I mean I'm going to go find kids with creepy eyes.
and Cyberpunk thought it might be trying to eat her. I think.
why would it try to eat Cyberpunk?
I don't know, but she seemed concerned for her safety.
'Cause it wants
She is
to eat
completely
it. It wants
she
to
is
eat
completely online, as far as I know.
it. It's eating
Oh, that's
the
right, you have-
internet.
You have Cyberpunk downloaded to like a thumb drive or something, don't you?
Yep. I want to plug her into my colander.
And then I put a paper on it. I had to get rid of her.
That's rude.
Wrong. I'm going to find kids with creepy eyes, Chris.
Okay,
Is that a
you
carbon?
find
hell.
nothing.
Really?
You search all day and find nothing.
Okay, well, that's what I'm doing.
They come out at night mostly.
Mostly.
Well, I will check at night as well, Chris.
You'll find nothing.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
actually trying to investigate.
When has your team ever investigated a damn thing I've done?
Well, kids with
Wow.
creepy
There's
eyes
some repressed
Reek.
feelings there.
reek.
They're not repressed.
The
I
outer
have mentioned
gates.
this many, many times.
I have investigated several things.
I have given obvious clues that get completely ignored.
Welcome to every game.
I'm not good at clues.
So I'm listening for static
I'm not
in my
you're not.
head.
Oh, you do notice like when it gets when the sun goes down and it gets night, static does start to build up to the point even all of your phones are pretty much just offline.
It's taking
You
over the
do-
internet.
You do not have party telepathy right at the moment.
Boo.
So people have to go out and talk to each other?
I know. God.
So it's saving the world then.
I don't.
Yes.
What even
Oh,
is
That's
this?
right. It's saving the world.
Okay, social justice warrior.
Uh,
Well, it's not saving my world.
Okay. So how are you looking for people, Mr. Empyrean?
well, I'm flying around the city. Well, I'm going to start at the Moreno Center since that's where Balance said he saw all the creepy
It's
kids.
just yelling.
Then I'm going to talk to Junkyard and see if he's seen any of the creepy kids.
So,
And then,
couple things. As you're flying around the city, it's hard to find anything like that.
okay. Okay. So how about the Moreno Center?
Okay, you speak the junkyard.
Right.
When you kind of enter, the Merino Center, you find a couple of the junkyards are really acting hectic.
What's up, Junkyard?
Oh, it was weird.
Creepy kids?
They were all over the place.
Do you know where any of them are now?
No. Kind of looks at you for a moment. Shortly before you got here, they disappeared.
What?
They're avoiding you.
Well, which way did they go?
I said they disappeared.
Oh, like just vanished?
Well, there was a lot of darkness involved, so I assume I don't know where they went. They just in the darkness, and I could see their shapes and them, and then not. He brings up some video camera feeds, and you definitely see the kids just kind of milling around. And to the point that even occasionally the kids will just stare at the camera. And as they're staring at the camera, you just see the black eyes.
How many are there?
Tonight, I counted about 8 of them.
How many were there last night?
Maybe 4, maybe 5.
One of us.
So I would tell you to call me if they show back up, but
They're multiplying.
you can't call me.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Once night comes around, I'm gonna go into my room
Hmm.
and I'm gonna connect my TV to that frequency.
Okay. And dream of centaurs.
God no.
You can dream of
Private joke.
Electric sheep.
He just wakes up.
Oh,
You're technically incorrect.
abominations.
You do that.
Does anything show up on my TV visually?
We will discuss you later.
As I say, now we get to fight. All right.
I'm gonna.
Everyone is kind of around. It's night. Everything's going on. And power. The city's a big city. Different points you can see. There's a bay, and you can see the city kind of sprawls around the bay, and during part of the night, a blackness, a darkness, a power outage just kind of circles around the city. While you see the lights just start dropping off section by section of the city.
Well, I'm gonna use my
Like dropping off and
Speed.
staying off.
Yes.
to try to catch up with it.
So it's like a moving.
No, okay. What I'm saying is, this section of town loses power, then this section, then this.
Oh, okay, so it's cascading.
Cascading is a better word. Yes.
Okay.
Till the entire city has a power outage.
Well, that's a problem.
Hmm.
Well, I wait for the backup generators to come on.
Certain places have backup generators, and they start clicking on.
That's
But
it.
not every place.
The Marinos have done enough damage to this city. I'm going to his house and turning off his servers.
She doesn't know they're here.
You
Who's
gotta
doing
unplug
what?
the whole thing.
I am immediately going out, Chris, and trying to make sure people aren't writing or
Here's the thing.
help keep the
Start to
peace.
notice something weird.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously it's a night outage. That's perfect time for rioting. People being bad to each other. Everyone that you see in the streets around seems to be listless. Either they look tired or they're holding their heads.
Well, I will check on them. Hey, mister, are you okay?
You kind of, some of them look up at you. Their eyes are just bloodshot and red. And occasionally you do that to especially the younger kids, and their eyes are black.
Well, when their eyes are black, I will say, are you okay?
He shakes him like a doll.
No, that'd be weird. Are you okay?
As you kind of do that, the ones you do that their eyes are black, immediately just the eyes go back to normal.
Okay. And what, do they say anything?
No, they're just like,
He's a
There's a-
miracle worker.
there's just kind of like, once again, it's just things seem to be slow. There's almost an interference between their brain and their bodies.
It's because their cell phones don't work.
I've forgotten how to communicate in person.
Okay. Let's see if they've got any electronics on them.
Oh, obviously, they have phones. Come on.
Well, I'm just gonna, pick up one of their phones and while their eyes are black and just mess with it really quick.
Saber.
Yeah.
You're in like the little sub base in a tower, one of the towers, working. You're kind of overlooking the city. You watch the lights go out and then backup generators start clicking on.
Okay.
You're just sitting there kind of looking at the city in the darkness.
Mhm.
And for a second, you see an explosion at your manor, at your mansion.
What?
And it goes blank.
How big an explosion?
Pretty good size. Not enough, you don't think, to destroy it. But all lights on that section just went down.
Did the explosions look like they came from the sublevel or not?
No, from how they went off, you think they were the generators.
Okay.
Hmm.
And the phones aren't working.
Yes, the phones are down.
Awesome.
Let's head to your place.
But as you pick up the phone to answer, instead of dial tone, you hear that static. And
Did I have time to research it at all? Find what it's doing to the brainwaves?
you were getting there.
Okay.
As you're doing that, I'm going to let you just do this one. Do an assess the situation.
Okay. Assess the situation.
You have to assess the situation, not assess the situation.
That's fine. I'm
Be
good with
quiet,
either.
Centaur boy.
I'm good with either.
No matter what you say, it doesn't matter after your fear of centaurs came out.
Full hit.
Okay, so I'm going to give you free information, and then you can also get one other question from the list.
Okay.
As you're sitting there in the static, one of the voices you can hear, just focus, is weapon.
Weird. What's it saying?
It's hard to say. It's just basically because it's kind of talking in his language.
Kill
Okay.
all humans. Kill all.
When I crawled from my spawning pool.
Yeah.
And you can have a second question off of it.
They're just filthy sacks full of slime and goo.
I'm not full of slime or goo. I'm a being of pure energy.
No, right. And all humans
guess-
are filthy sacks full of slime and goo, which is why you want to destroy them.
I guess what here is the biggest threat?
I am.
Karen.
Karen from HR?
Is there a last name or just Karen?
Charon.
Oh, Sharon.
I gotcha.
You mean Sharon from downstairs in the records?
CHAR.
Sharon from accounting.
Is that name familiar to me?
Well, besides, you know,
I mean,
It's
I know
the
where
fairy
I know
one.
I know I know where the name comes
Six.
from. Right. Oh, that was the name of the AI.
Yes.
Yeah, the AI living in your basement that you're just totally
Yes,
oblivious
yes.
to.
I know it's there. They were handling it.
It was never actually living in the basement.
Whatever.
And it already escaped. Part of it was in the basement. It was trying to get that part out of it.
Is anybody in here with me? Are we all kind of separate?
Yeah, everyone is kind of separate.
Okay.
Occasionally, looking around, you will see Empyrean's light flying, zooming around the city.
Yep.
I start booking it to my home.
Where were you?
I was in a satellite office for the Moreno family.
Okay.
I was trying to do some
Empyrean.
research.
Yes.
You just saw a giant flash of light and explosion from the Moreno mansion.
Well,
Compound.
I will super speed that way.
Pew! That's what it sounds like.
Yep.
Pew! That is not inspiring.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Not at all.
Or fear-causing. Like,
Nope.
kind of
Super
whimsical.
speed.
It's kind
Have
of
any alerts come up in the clubhouse about this?
Well,
I'll put up alerts if I can, but it's
No
not like I
alerts
had
come up.
access.
because the clubhouse doesn't have any power.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got candles. That's fine.
They should have backup generators.
It does,
Okay.
but they drain quickly.
Okay.
Well, let's sit around and still tell scary ghost stories and eat s'mores.
Saber,
I like it.
as you jump into your car
Yes.
The Sabermobile?
and start driving, you immediately stop. In a line in front of your car, you see about 8 children with black eyes.
Just hit them. They're already dead.
You're a monster.
I'm kidding.
I lean out the window. What are you guys doing?
As they all focus in on you, that static just starts building in your head.
I reach for whatever I had figured out about this frequency. Try to interfere.
Go ahead and unleash your power,
That's my best roll.
which is weird since you don't actually have power.
It's actually my worst roll. Can that be my
Wow.
device? Can I use that as my device?
That's actually kind of what I've always done with unleash your power.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Da. 9. I got a hit.
Okay. You still have to mark a condition, or I have to tell you how it's unstable.
So one or the other.
What are you doing?
All right, I am adjusting my cell phone, even though it won't connect to anything, to emit like a counter frequency.
You're able to do that. Now, are you going to mark in condition, or do I tell you how it's unstable or temporary?
That sounds more likely, honestly, just in the situation. So you can tell me how it's unstable or temporary.
Your battery is draining quickly.
Okay.
Like 1% a second.
No, not that quite. More it's draining at an appropriate dramatic time intervals.
Depending on where the kids are, I will either go around them or I will go the other direction so that I don't and just flip a UE somewhere else.
You use your 16-year-old combat driving classes.
Yep.
He leaves skid marks all up the side of a building.
Yep, exactly.
All those hours I spent on the track under our mansion.
Hey, Matt, what are you doing?
I am sitting there in the candlelight roasting s'mores.
You start to feel.
Have
the
you
static
heard
in
the
your head.
story of Slender Man?
No, tell me.
Tell me more.
No, Slender Man is scary.
Centaurs are
But
scary.
not if I just told you about the videos. Like that wouldn't be that interesting.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Right.
Marble hornets.
Right.
Ah, it's a creepy kid.
Why's he got to be ginger, Chris?
It's actually one of the better pictures where it wasn't just a Photoshop of the eyes out, but where there were actually orbs looking in there.
Also, redheads are scary.
So it's got to be ginger because of obvious reasons.
Because they're all hive mind.
I thought it was because they're soulless, but
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's
soulless hive mind?
racist.
His eyes
So,
are black like his soul.
You can't say those things about ginger people.
redheads aren't a race.
I invite him to sit down
They're
and have
hive.
some s'mores with us.
They're not a hive. You guys are ridiculous.
I talk modem to him. Does
First
he
of all,
understand me?
Drew, you called them ginger people. Don't
So-
take the high horse with me.
Matt, you're just there. You're starting to get that same feeling you were getting the other night,
Mhm.
where everything seems to be off. Things are dropping. The static is building in your head. At one point, you hear a voice in your head where it's almost your own voice.
What is my own voice saying?
As in, I take that back. It's more the voice in your head is like it's from your own brain. But it's a voice you can tell this person is basically, pretty a violent gangster type. Criminal like that.
It's not like they're thugging.
Yep, and you hear this person talking, and you
Yo,
realize
what
this
up, fool?
person's violent. And
I
then you
just
look
kinda-
up, and you see that person standing in front of you. He nods and walks away from you. And then you start to see more people appearing and walking away from you.
What the what?
Uh-oh.
Katie, crime lord.
You got broke.
Are you
Uh-oh.
Legion? Are you Legion? You just have
Oh,
hundreds of personalities living inside you.
Well, if she's Legion, I want a psychic dance party.
That's right.
You mean psychic dance battle?
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Saber, you're racing through the streets.
Yes.
Even to the point now, things are draining so quickly, even cars have stopped in the road.
Awesome. I speed a lot then.
As you're speeding, dodging, all of a sudden, Matt's in front of you. He
What?
puts his hands down, and your vehicle stops.
hope you were wearing a seatbelt.
Me
Wait a
too.
minute. No, you don't move at all. You just felt an equal amount of force pushing back on you.
I
So
got
you
out of the
felt
car.
no discomfort. You see Matt stares at you and he goes, "Get to him now." And Matt disappears.
What him?
Matt just disappeared.
Okay.
So I'm going to shove these voices out of my
I
brain.
can't actually do that. So I try to find balance where balance is. Where would balance be?
Balance is at the Marino Center.
All right. Well, that was kind of the same direction. So I'll get back in and head towards the Marina Center.
Okay. KT,
I'm
Yo,
actually kind of conflicted now. Do I go to my family's mansion or do I go find Matt?
I'm
You're-
on the way to your mansion. I got you.
I don't know that.
I got
you're
you.
in your trailer.
uh-huh.
You're getting the machine is keeping things out. You can kind of sense things trying to get into your head, but you actually feel pretty comfortable right now. It is not causing you kind of any interference. But you hear a knock on the door.
Okay.
You hear your mother open the door. And you hear her say something to the nature of course, sweethearts, come in. And you hear two sets of smaller feet enter the trailer.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go see
Just
what's up.
invited the children to the corn in.
And you see your mother there. And she has just let in two kids with black eyes.
Why would you do that?
They were kids.
It's not Halloween.
What do you mean?
You don't let people into your house all the time.
This is the hood.
My new job is making me realize children need help.
Except for you.
It finally got through.
But this is the hood.
It's just a little late for you.
Here, let's put it. This is the hood, but one of the most powerful weapons in the hood is in her trailer.
That's true. Okay.
But even so, that doesn't mean you should be brandishing that weapon.
Brandishing. You learn
What
that
do you
at
mean? And she kind of looks at you, then looks down at the kids. Her eyes grow wide as she stares at their eyes, and then she just collapses.
All
Uh-oh.
right, I'm going to take the colander off and connect to their evil brains.
Okay, you see they look at you, and they say, "Give me her code."
No, don't do that.
No.
No.
Let me think about it now.
Hack the children.
I'm going to hack those children.
Gauntlet, Empyrean. Actually, we'll go with Empyrean on this one.
Yes?
Like I said, the communications are haywire. You're not able to get calls out. But the phones, you start to hear a voice from the phone, and you realize one of the voices you're hearing is Weapon.
Okay.
So far, the voices have only been for the dead voices, or the voices of that are in the system.
Okay. Weapon, I say, as I'm speeding towards the Moreno Mansion.
Party telepathy is down. Party telepathy was being controlled by the technology, and all the technology is down.
Did I know that Saber wasn't at the mansion?
Yes, you did, actually.
Okay.
Before everything got really spotty, he was working in one of the satellite offices
Okay.
of Reno.
Did I know where Weapon was?
Yeah, you knew he had gone back home.
Okay.
I'm just gonna Netflix and chill.
I fly straight for his place.
Which is also in the Merino Center. Or in the May. He lives in the May town.
He lives with the, yeah.
Right. I fly straight there full speed. I should get there in no time.
As you get to the door of Expanses, of Eleni Galt's apartments, there's no answer.
I summon my full armor, spear, and shield and kick down the door.
You shatter the door. You see
Hey,
Expanse.
close my door.
Right.
There's a small alien child who's been struck by the door. Is now dying.
You see Expanses laying on the floor.
Is anyone near her?
Second. I've got to find a picture.
Peach.
So, one of the other alien children she is taking care of is a young girl.
Oh, it's turquoise. Hello,
You
turquoise.
see, she's sitting in a chair. Her eyes are black.
It's turquoise.
As she
Oh,
looks at you, you can actually start to feel not just the voices everyone else has been talking about. You actually physically feel energy pushing you.
I attempt to stride towards her, putting my shield in front of me.
Okay, you are going to take a powerful blow.
Okay.
Spear my magic helmet.
Question for you, Chris. Would this be considered a powerful blow from someone of far greater power than me?
You don't actually know.
Well, I have to know so I can, because I roll a totally different table if I do. If it's a powerful blow for someone of greater power than me, I use
No.
this move instead of powerful blow.
She is not more powerful than you.
Okay. This presence isn't more powerful than me?
Not really, because
I'd
the
really
presence
like to use
doesn't
the
actually
table.
have power.
Okay.
Well, what you're actually taking effect from is her.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'd really like to use that power someday. Okay. Let me roll a powerful blow then.
Don't worry. I'll throw you at a foe that you cannot possibly defeat and make you happy.
Haven't you already done that? I just didn't have this power yet.
Black Knight wrecked all of us.
No, it wasn't even him. It was the red right hand.
Right hand.
Yeah. Okay. Take a powerful blow. Roll.
Yep, indeed, roll.
Where? I guess just. What am I rolling? No, I forget.
Take a powerful blow. There's a button
2d6.
for it.
Okay.
There's a button that says take a.
It's called conditions. It's take a
Yes.
powerful blow.
Okay,
What are
there
your
we go.
conditions?
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yep.
Yep.
The only roll you want to fail.
So
Hey. So you stand there. You take no effect as you just feel the energy striking into you. Your shield stands strong. You become the glowing beacon of light that you are. Not only do you stand tough in the face of this power, there's a flash of light. And the static in your head fades, and the little girl falls unconscious. You've beat up a little girl.
Good job.
I didn't beat up a little girl. I didn't touch her.
Good going.
I immediately call out for weapon.
You hear no weapon.
I head towards his. Well, I go check her pulse. Both of their
She's fine.
pulses.
Well, she's an alien. She actually realized her body is actually a stone.
Okay.
So you get no pulse from her, but you also don't think she does. There is a warmth coming from her.
Okay. And what about
Throw her in the
She
bathtub
does
full of
go.
water. See if she wakes up.
Expanse seems to be okay. At least you press the button on the wall mount she showed you.
Yes, exactly.
And they seem to be fine.
How about weapon?
Weapon is static.
Well, I will head towards his room.
As you're getting closer to his room, you start to see shadow people move around you.
I flare my light and stomp towards his room.
As you get into Weapon's room, you see some makeshift TV he has created. On it, you see static building up, and he is just staring in. You see like tentacles of darkness and static reaching out and have grabbed his face.
Yeah, yep, he went full retard.
Oh,
Whoa, hey! You got...
You never go full retard.
Never go full retard.
I didn't even have a chance.
I walk up and kick him away from the TV.
Some things
Kick me?
Yeah.
things you do not mess with.
You just
I-
Spartan kick me?
I Spartan kick you
Oh my god.
away from it.
As you do that, there you hear a little explosion, and kind of like, obviously he's got windows in his room. As he is separated from the TV, you see lights start reappearing in different places around the city.
Mother.
See, TV rots your brain.
knew
So,
it.
Saber,
Yes.
you get to the center.
This is. Oh, sorry.
You see a half a dozen junkyards around.
Okay.
They look at you. What do we do, boss?
Where's Balance? Where's Matt?
As you're... I'm thinking somebody appropriate. I do apologize.
He's spawning supervillains upstairs. I just saw Hannibal Lecter
We'll
walk
do
out
this
his
one.
body.
Because of my love of the the
Great.
show and everything. Occasionally you see
It's
odd
Dr.
people
Giggles.
walk by. You're not really focused on them, except for the door opens up, and out of the Merino Center, you see Alexander Hamilton walk out.
What?
Like the actual?
Yes.
I
The
give up.
Alexander
I don't know what's
You know what
going
you
on.
should have said? You know what you should have said? You should have said Thomas Paine. It's the Paine!
Pain train. Yes.
Yeah, I shouldn't have.
Does he look
You really
grainy
should have.
or weird, or does he
No.
look like he's in the flesh?
He looks as he's much in the flesh as you've seen Enigma or the other projections of balance.
Oh my god. All right.
Like
What
you
floor
start
is he on?
looking around, you see 40, 50, 60 projections of balance around.
Oh Christ on a cracker.
And more seem to be walking out of the building.
All right. I just start moving into the building and waiting for Junkyard to tell me where he's at.
Matt,
He's up
you have
on
a
the fourth
problem.
floor.
Okay.
You are not ignoring this anymore.
I sprint.
Or I'll slap you repeatedly until you acknowledge that you have a problem.
I'm in therapy.
You find
Not good enough.
Matt. He's sitting there. You see 4 of the black-eyed kids standing around him, all whispering. You see Matt just kind of sitting there, just convulsing. As, like, you kind of pause for a second, and then you see a person appear next to him and walk off.
Okay.
Another one?
Yes.
He's spawning supervillains.
I sprint in, heft him up, and run off with him, basically.
Just suplex him.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
You just suplex him real quick.
I get him away. No, it's not going to work while these kids are right here. So I get him away from the kids.
Okay, you grab him and run. As you do that, you notice down on your phone, 8%, 7%.
I pointed at him. Yeah. It should work on him now. So I just try to shake him awake really, very quickly.
Matt, all of a
Yes.
sudden you realize you're being held by Saber and he's shaking you.
Cool.
Matt, wake up! Wake up!
I'm here. I'm
also
here.
looking
Hang
behind
on.
me, like worriedly.
Okay, I'm gonna power up. Do.
You're powering up, but even now you feel taxed.
You've got
That's fine.
you've got like 50 projections out there.
Yeah. It's yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna burn 2 and slam down moat and force everything out of my head.
Okay, you do that. There is a huge explosion of kinetic energies and lights. As
I hold on to something.
everything around him just explodes out. Not just, physical objects, but energies actually warp around him as he pushes everything out. There is a thunderclap of air evaporating.
No more foreign influences. They're bad.
Be like Trump and build a wall.
Hmm.
And everything is quiet in your head.
Huzzah!
Are the projections gone?
The projections are fading.
Where are the kids?
They've been kind of pushed up against the walls.
I, go start restraining them.
You say they look up at you. Tell her to release the codes to me.
Who?
There's almost like a friction where the faces have been pretty passive, but there's almost rage in the 4 you're talking to.
Okay.
Give us Cyberpump's code.
No.
And then I stun the shit out of all of them.
Okay.
Taser.
Way to tase the kids. All I did was give them a little suntan. You took tasers to children.
I let
Yeah.
him
Potato.
Spartan kick one of his best friends.
I did Spartan kick you.
Yes, you did.
I did.
He's proud of it. He'll do it
Super
again.
proud.
I mean, I did it.
Looking forward to doing it next week.
That's right.
And then he recommended that you suplex me.
And then I try to get power back up.
I did that too.
All right,
Casey,
balance.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Well, we'll let this little
They're
conversation
putting
go.
ideas in my head, and those ideas are walking out again.
I saw
But-
Alexander Hamilton walk out
Yes.
the door.
I've been wanting to go see that.
Okay, we can't let you get anywhere near these guys.
I think I'm good now.
You think
As
so?
long as I keep my moat up.
Okay. Listen, can you still fly?
Yeah,
Can you take me to my mansion?
sure.
Oh, poor baby. Can't get to his mansion.
So,
man,
That's why
man.
TK parkour?
It's my family, you bitch.
Whoa, whoa.
I will
Whoa.
introduce you to TK parkour.
Hey, Saber. You're the leader. You have to be better than that.
This is the first time my family's been threatened. I ain't
Oh.
better than nothing.
You have to be better than that.
Also, we're not actually talking, so it's okay.
Casey,
Yeah.
the kids are staring at you still. They pause for a moment and look back like something just distracted them. Give us server pump.
I say no. And then I take off my colander and try to rape their minds.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in the wrong.
Listen, no one can see mental trauma.
Right, it's fine.
Oh, you can see it.
That's what
Okay.
you say until they all have Tourette's and it's your fault.
Go ahead and directly engage a threat.
Okay.
You're both being attacked and attacking at the same time.
I say if they end up with Tourette's, that's probably like the best case option.
Ooh, that is a great roll.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'll just go ahead and mark that potential.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, I got to mark potential too.
And we're going to give you this one because, it's the first time it's been used.
Ooh, that fills mine. Nice.
Your machinery is just not responding properly.
Great.
Hey, Chris. Chris.
Yes. Do you, 1 second. Do you remember what stats it modifies?
It doesn't.
I thought damage actually did affect the stat.
I don't believe it does, but I'll double check. I think it's just an
Yes,
extra.
Imperial.
I
Okay.
just filled my potential when I missed my last roll, so I'm gonna unlock my moment of truth for a second time.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You
I have not used it though.
I've been sitting on mine for
Casey.
quite a while.
Uh-huh.
you kind of come to a second later. You've been slammed up against the wall. Your machinery isn't responding properly. There's actually straining going on in the gears and the parts of it. Your hard drive, your memories are being overwritten.
Well, I fight it off.
Okay? Take a powerful blow.
Okay. So, damage does add to take a powerful blow,
Oh, okay.
but that's it. That's the only
Okay.
roll it affects.
Okay,
However,
I thought
It only affects the only roll you're making.
yes.
well, yes. However, when I take a powerful blow, I roll as if I had 2 fewer conditions marked.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
So you're good for now.
yeah. Although I cannot roll this evening.
But remember, that's
No,
good.
that's good.
Yeah, I know,
Yep,
but
that's what you
still,
want.
That's
But you
and
still
take a
mark the
potential. Yep.
yeah.
You
Uh,
feel
Yep.
You
Also,
stand back up.
when I mark a condition, I take +1 forward against the person I most blame for causing it. So I blame them.
It's your mom, isn't it? No.
She did let them in the
Yeah,
house.
she did let them in. I blame you, Mom.
So, weapon. You start to stand back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean weapon. I meant gauntlet. I apologize.
Oh.
Our names are confusing.
As is Saber.
Yeah.
Like, his name is never confusing.
Empyrean?
Because he's, a Canadian rapper.
Right. That's never.
We always know who
confusing.
Drake is.
Oh, Drake is Mexican. Nobody watched Atlanta. All right.
Oh, no.
I don't watch that
I
shit.
haven't watched that one yet. So, KT, you start to do something you've never experienced before. You are overriding the effects of the damage, the effects that are happening on your software.
Okay.
You are actually protecting the software. You are stronger than the software inside of you. The power's been in you all along.
It was never in your software.
Since I don't really know what you mean by software, then yes, I agree with you.
The alien programming, the thing that's taking you over.
Oh, okay.
Power was never in your alien artifact.
Well,
It was inside you all along.
Well, then I would like to give a dramatic scream while I do that.
You do that.
Maybe I'll sound like a modem.
You push it out.
Girl, this is a conscious decision for him.
Mm-hmm.
You pushed it out. You feel your willpower is cleaning and keeping the threats off your alien software.
Okay.
You see the two black-eyed kids that are there, both just kind of fall unconscious. They collapse.
Before they fall unconscious, I would like to trace where their signals are coming from.
You do that. As you're doing that, you see lights start coming up around the city. And communication starts.
I don't have my colander on right now, so do I get like a lot of static, or does that go away too?
Right now, the static seems to be clear. I won't say clear. There is still some there, but it's no way at all affecting you.
It is not colander wearing static.
Yes.
Static.
Yeah, it is not that. Now it might build up, so you might want to keep it handy.
Oh no, I'm taking it with me. I'm putting it in my mom's old bowling ball case.
So, as Empyrean has Spartan kicked weapon away from the TV, and Balance has saved Matt, and KT has saved herself. Communication
Saber has saved Matt.
Yeah. Communication start opening up, and all your comms open.
I turn around and just smash the TV.
Hey! That was my TV!
Static
This is on
tentacles.
What are you talking about?
There were static tentacles reaching out of the TV, eating your face.
Videodrome.
My face is right here. It's not.
It is dark outside, and last you remember, it was light.
Do I remember anything from after I turned on the static on my TV?
It was using you to power its evil plans.
Using me?
Like a battery.
Do I feel weaker at all, Chris?
A little bit. You're tired. Your glow is a little dimmer than it should be.
I lay down on my bed and go to sleep.
I snatched you before you lay down. We have things to do.
I think he's going to be Spartan kicked out of your apartment.
You might get Spartan kicked out of your apartment.
You
Or you
just
just hide your
kicked me and
jammies.
wrecked my TV. I don't want to talk to you right now.
I'm doing you a favor, my friend. Get up and come with me.
I'm
If
tired.
you want to live.
TV rots your brain.
Just grab some sushi from the the gas station. The refrigerator's
Seriously,
been out for a little
let's
while.
go.
Just recharge.
Fine.
No, clearly the taste has no impact. So out of the fridge that's been off is fine.
I get up and go with him, period.
Let's fly.
Take away his teddy bear, and then he can't sleep.
I piggyback. Actually, I get really small and shrink myself down, and I hide inside Empyrean's helmet while he flies, and I take a nap on top of his head.
Whatever.
By the way, you all do actually start hearing each other.
You get a suntan?
Yep.
Guys.
Hi, guys.
We've got problems. I'm
You
off
think?
to Saber. I'm off to your house.
Me too.
Big explosion.
Yeah, saw it.
I download myself to Saber's fridge because I'm sure it's online.
It is.
Yeah.
If power's back on, the power's not on over there.
I was stopping weapon. He was possessed by the blackness.
Balance was photocopying versions of himself.
It was using him as a battery to
Mimeograph.
shut down the city.
Maybe you didn't hear me. He was photocopying versions of himself, like
Maybe you didn't
60
hear me.
versions of himself that were just wandering out. I saw Alexander Hamilton in the flesh. In the flesh.
Hey, you're out of hummus.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt.
Yes?
Matt, when this is finished tonight, we're all going to actually have a real talk with you. Not an avoidance talk. Not a, like, it's all fun, I don't know what you're talking about talk.
An
A
intervention
real
type
talk. An intervention
There are certain
type
aspects of my abilities that I don't quite understand.
talk. What?
By the way, as you're talking,
I assume this is happening while we're
conversations-
flying to the mansion.
We're not actually flying. We're doing TK parkour.
Also, I told them to restock the hummus.
your conversations with Saber and Matt are both kind. There's an interference, but not the same kind. It's more of a distortion.
Also, did you hear me? It was using him as a battery to shut down the entire city.
I told him not to do that. I told him. I should have known
Do
he was
what?
just gonna do it anyway.
Do what?
To attack him to the frequency.
He did what?
How do you think he ended up like that?
He deserved the Sparta kick.
Listen.
I'm glad I smashed his TV.
You owe me a new TV.
He's gonna get Sparta kicked again when he gets away from his little nap he thinks he's having up there.
He's having he what?
He was gonna go to sleep afterwards.
He was gonna just fall asleep?
Yeah.
We have to talk about priorities.
Guess who else is getting another intervention after it's done?
I don't want another invention. Not again. It's always something with you people. I can never just be myself.
May I just add?
I am the
No.
team leader. When I say you
That's-
probably shouldn't tap into the frequency, don't tap into the frequency.
You don't need to be yourself. You need to be a hero.
Ooh, burn.
Oh,
I was gonna take something from something I saw. Yeah, we need a lot less of that.
And
Whatever that is.
we will
Lot
pause
less of
for
it.
second break with that reveal.